Hey everyone, Shea Bear 1000 here. I got the camper out here. It's not set up yet because there's no car here, because we went to have a key made the other day, an extra key for that, and I told Monkey it wasn't the right one, and she had it made anyway. Anyhow, it wasn't, so we still only have one key. And I took it off the key ring and put it on the key ring that I thought was for the black car. Apparently it wasn't, so she's got to drive a half an hour back to the house and a half an hour back to bring me a key. So I may do my point of view video tomorrow. We'll see. I'm gonna make like a little Christmas meal tomorrow, but anyway, yeah. So I'm just gonna sit here and wait on her. I got it somewhat level, so man, stupid key, and there's no other way to get in that thing unless you break that lock. I don't want to do that because it's the original lock with the original key. So I guess I'll wait. I will go ahead and put the leveling jacks, or the stabilizers down, and go from there. Well, I can't do that because the bricks that I use to put under the feet are inside the camper. Awesome. Alright guys, stick around. I'll see if I can get that to raise up a little bit. Maybe I can reach in and grab the crank for it. It's in there. So alright guys, stick around. Hit an intro. Okay guys, I got it set up. What I did was, a gentleman right over there was walking past. I said, "You got a pair of vice grips?" He said, "Sure. What size, big or small?" I said, "Big ones if you got them." I think I got a set. Brought me over a pair of vice grips, and what I did was I stuck it on there and I raised it up at just enough, about this far, so I could pull that bunk out and reach in and grab my handle. So, but I'm still waiting on Monkey. So apparently I took the key off the other car keys, and I thought I put them on the car keys for the black Chevy, and apparently I didn't. So I don't know. So she went home, grabbed extra keys. Hopefully it's on there. I know I put it on a set and hung it up, but so I'm still locked out. I'm not climbing over that and get in there right now, but I do at least have it set up and leveled. I just can't. She was like, "You want to go with me?" No, I don't. I got to figure something out here. I just don't like to sit around, because if I would have went, I mean, it's not that late yet, but for this time of year it is. It's 10 minutes after 4, so by the time she gets back and everything, then I'd still be looking at setting up. I'm already set up now. That's a good thing. So I mean, if I can't find the key, I know I stuck it on a key ring, and she was taking pictures. This is. I said, "Look," I said, "Listen, just bring both sets of keys to the black car and both sets of keys to the gold car." "What about this one?" "Listen, those are my scooter keys. Just bring both sets of keys to both cars, because I know it wasn't on mine." So yeah, well, anyway. And I think I left, where'd I put my lock for the tongue? I'll put it still up there. Anyway guys, so I got it set up. I'm just waiting on her, so she should be here anytime now. It's about a 30-minute drive. We're only 16 miles, but As you can see, we're kind of out. So I'll be back with you. Found my lock. Okay guys, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to fry up my steak. That's really all I'm going to have. I got a couple snacks and I have some, I guess, summer sausage, just a pepperoni stick. This monkey forgot my my tomatoes, and I was gonna bring some tomatoes with some cherry tomatoes. I was just gonna cut some up and put it in some vinegar, but that's okay, because tomorrow night I'm gonna have some mashed potatoes, some gravy to go along with my steak, because I got 2 steaks. So, I got the refrigerator outside on, so nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and start our skillet up, and we're going to just cook this up in some butter for a little bit of flavor. Excuse me, I got some salt and pepper and some seasoning over there. So, man, I am about worn out. I don't know why, but I'm very, just, I don't know, tired, like lethargic, I don't know. I just don't. I've just been sitting in here for a little bit. Just shut the air off. It was 75 in here. I cooled it down a little bit. I cooled it down to about 69, 68-ish. So and of course, before Monkey left, she had to go down to water. She said, "You want to go down to water?" Excuse me, before I leave. I'm like, sure. So I walked down to the water with her. Not a lot coming out of there. Need to put some rice in here to keep the moisture out, because those stay here in the camper. Now I got both these steaks over here. They came from the butcher, and I don't even know what they are. I don't know. Angus Choice Delmonico steak, but I'm going to go ahead and season both of them up, and then the one for tomorrow night will be, alright, let's turn it now, we'll be kind of marinating all night. So that's what I'm going to do with this steak. So I just want to put it in this bag. Then I'll take this out in the fridge here in a minute. Take it out and put it in the fridge here in a minute. A little bit of pepper. There we go. The monkey got me some, looks like it's going to be pretty good. They're just instant mashed potatoes, guys, but, you know, we're just camping. But I thought it'd be alright for my little dinner tomorrow night, my little Christmas dinner. There we go. Sorry about that. That's my little trash bag here. Got regular size bags in here too. Alright. These are from last year with the snowmen on them, and I think I still got one in my truck. It has the snowmen on it. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that go for a minute while I run the steak out and put it in the fridge and my leftover butter, and then do about 3 to 4 minutes per side. Turn it down just a little bit. And I'll be right back with you. Okay, let's go ahead and flip this now. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. Give it a couple minutes, maybe 2 minutes on this side. We'll see. And then I'm going to sit down, I'm going to eat and watch a little YouTube. Watch some of your guys' channels. And then, excuse me, I'll be back with you guys when I put that on the plate. Okay guys, so I think that's about where I want it to be. So I'm going to take it off. And scoot this over here. I got steak knives in there. I don't care much for the serrated ones, but so I'm going to use this butter knife with a serrated edge on it. Let's see what this looks like inside. I like mine rare to medium rare. Man, that is a tender steak. Here it is. Perfect. I don't know if you guys can see that, but nice. Okay, let's go sit down here. Got my pop, and let's eat a bite. Okay, since I got a couple pieces cut up here, let's try it. Oh man, I wish you guys, I don't know how well you can see that, but let's see how well it tastes and how tender it is. Wow. That almost melts in your mouth. Oh, it's got a wonderful, oh, this is really good steak. I don't know how much she gave for him, but she said, what kind of steak you want? And I said, I don't know. I said, just tell the butcher, you know, what I'm going to be doing. He'll come up with a good, you know, a good idea. And she said, there's 2 steaks here. She said, he said to tell you to try these. Very, very good. Okay, I'm going to eat my steak, and I'll kick you guys back on in a minute. I might plug this camera in. I got a bunch of batteries. We'll see. I got a little bit of time. Let me see. Before I have to worry about that. I got 58 minutes, so. Alright guys. Like I said, I'm going to watch a little YouTube here, and then I'm going to eat my steak. And I'll be back with you guys. Maybe we'll cut up some of that summer sausage or pepperoni or whatever it is. And I got a couple bag of Cheetos in there, those little bags. I went to the camp store down here, and she sent me some Funyuns, but they're not actual Funyuns. They're really good. They're an off-brand. They're really good, but I'm just getting burnt out on them because she gets some BOGO, buy one, get one, and it's like, oh, I've been eating so many of them. So, but anyway, she made sure I had something to eat. Alright guys, I'll be back with you and here in just a minute. Okay guys, so finished my food. Man, it was good. Can't wait till tomorrow to have it with mashed potatoes and gravy, and I also brought some stuffing. But I'm gonna watch some more TV. It's only 7:15. Not feeling the greatest. I cut me a hunk of my sausage off. I'm gonna nibble on that, watch some TV, I'm gonna lay down. I only seen the one possum, but I heard one was real close walking past the camper right out here, and then I heard another one coming. I didn't know what it was, so I lowered my little window there in the door and shined my light out, and there was a possum, so I figured the other one was a possum too. They usually walk around together. He's out there waddling around just on the other side of the picnic table. So that's pretty cool. I did bring a couple trail cams, but I don't think I'm going to put them up tonight. I got a Christmas tree. I'm going to decorate, but again, I might not do it tonight. I did bring some fishing poles, do a little fishing. Maybe tomorrow if I feel up to it. But, so I think she's going to bring her mom out tomorrow. We're going to do a luncheon. So I went and bought a couple pounds of chip chop ham and a pound of imported French Swiss cheese. It's from France. It's imported, so I thought we'd have that tomorrow for lunch. But so alright guys, if anything weird happens, I'll kick you back on, or if I think of something, I'll kick you back on, or if I just get bored. But if not, I'll catch you in the AM. Okay guys, so stick around. I'm going to go ahead and put you on the charger. So alright guys, I'll be back with you. Good morning everyone. Yeah, it's about 10 o'clock. I've been up for a couple hours. Just messing around. Went outside for a little bit. It's pretty brisk out there this morning. Got down to, I think, 51 last night. So pretty short video. I think I'm just going to run these both these days into one solo camp. I think that's what I'm going to do, because this is my solo camp, my yearly solo camp. I always have them around Christmas time. So yeah, so let's see what Monkey's doing and what time she's going to be out, and then but this evening we're going to use one of the grills down there. I don't think I'm going to fire up the smoker for one steak, but I'm going to use a grill down here, and we'll grill it. We'll make mashed potatoes and gravy and stuffing, and we'll decorate our little Christmas tree that Monkey got for us. So so it should be a fun day. Yeah, I got up, it was about 7:45 or something like that. Maybe 8 o'clock ish. Wasn't after 8, I know that. But yeah, and I was kind of kicking around, watching some TV, and so yeah, wasn't feeling good last night. Man, I got the chills. It's unusual for me. It was at the time I started getting chills, it was 58 outside, so it wasn't cold, you know. And it was, I put a heater on down here. I got a little electric heater. I put a heater on down here below me, and it was 78 degrees, and I was like shivering. So I don't know what that was all about. So I turned the stove on, one of the burners on the stove, and put some water on. Ended up getting it over 80 degrees in here, and I was just, I don't know, I had the chills for some reason. I don't know what was going on with that, but I don't know. Alright guys, so yeah, may do a little fishing this afternoon before it gets dark, depending on what time Monkey leaves. I think she's going to bring her mom out, get her out of the house. We're going to have a lunch. We're going to have chip chopped ham and Swiss cheese and macaroni salad and potato salad. So we'll have kind of like a picnic out here. Should be fun for her mom. She's never been to this one, so. But yeah, depending on what time she leaves, I have some bait. We may go down here and do a little fishing on the water. Yeah, I said it. Better than doing a little fishing in the trees, right? Down here at the river. We may walk down here in a little bit. We'll see how I feel. All right, stick around, guys. Day 2. I'll show you the water. Beautiful day out. About an hour ago it was 58. Nice brisk morning. So Monkey's getting her mom in the car. Now she's going to get gas, so it's about a 30-minute drive, 29-minute drive. And it's only about 16 miles. I think I probably mentioned that. Be happy. Where's the don't, buddy? All right. Nice smoker there. This is where, last time we was here, this is where we put the boat in. The water was up then. This is cool. I think we'll use, there's a grill right over there. I think we'll use tonight to cook our steak on. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but cool, huh? And we parked our boat right over there. Didn't bring the boat this time because we're only here 2 days. Yeah, that water's low because I unloaded that boat right here. This is the Withlacoochee River. Got some kayaks. And a paddle boat. I'm not paddling any boats, guys. Sorry. I would, however, get in one of them. Go out here to this little pavilion here. They put some new wood down, but they didn't screw them down. I don't know why. But I don't know. I'm on my action camera. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see that water line there. That's where the water came when they had the flood, when we had the flood. The waters were real high everywhere. It looks like my mic's maxing out on the camera, but it's not maxing out on the mic. Weird. Okay, so pretty nice. Got a dip net there. I don't have my glasses on it. But yeah, Nice river, but man, it's shallow. I'd hate to have our boat in here, man. We'd be churning all that stuff up. Can you see that? Yeah. Withlacoochee is a very shallow river, but it was once a working river, so they would float logs down the river and stuff. This thing is sinking on that end over there. But yeah. But the campgrounds, I guess, were fine, so the water didn't get up to, I guess it didn't get up to the store. Cool. Alright, let's walk back up here. I think I'm gonna listen to a little music. And wait on Monkey and her mom to get here. Like I said, we're just gonna have, Monkey called it a luncheon, so I think we'll go set up a couple trail cams tonight, since I seen that possum. I think there was 2 of them. And then up here at the bathroom, there's the bathroom, that little second building there. I heard something walking around. I went to the bathroom last night and I heard something walking around in there. That's the clubhouse. It's cool. We may go in there later, but I'd like to do a little fishing, but that water's low, so I don't think it would do any good. But maybe we'll see some wildlife, or get some wildlife on camera. I don't know. We'll find out. I tell you what, their Wi-Fi is amazing here. And then there's a lot more up, campers up over there. They're big ones, big boys. And we got the little one right there. Alright guys, I'll be back with you in a second. Okay, so I talked to that guy over there. He's heading home now, I guess. He's from Dayton. Been there many, many times. Let's go up here. I think those abandoned cabins are still up here. Man, they should fix them up. I'd rent one. Well, not to live in, but you know, 4 or 5 days I would rent a cabin. This is storage. You can pay and store your stuff here. Yeah, they need to put a tarp on that thing. Mini late. Well, there's one. I thought there was more than one. I'd have to go over my footage, but looks like they may have torn one down. Yeah, I thought there was more than one here. Huh. Could have sworn there was another one right beside this one. Huh. I could be mistaken. I'd have to go over my footage and see, but Nice little place. They must have some dog dishes or cat dishes there. I haven't seen any cats or dogs for that matter. There's a squirrel, gray squirrel. What's this? A grave? It's a tree down. I thought I seen a roof back there. Another squirrel. A lot of squirrels out here. So they must have ran electric to this. They're fixing it up, it looks like. Yeah, they are. That's good. I thought there was another one. But oh well. Alright, back to the camper. Well, let's go over this way. Take a little walk. I wanted to walk around the campgrounds last night. This is the dog shower. You can wash your dog there. Wash your pooch off. Not cooch, pooch. And, but man, I just wasn't feeling real well at all. I'm not too bad this morning. I feel okay. Old electrical box there. For some reason, I wonder what used to be there. I got a nice little shady spot for you to sit. Bruno liked it here. He came in here and ran around. Pretty cool. Huh. That's neat. What we got here? Oranges. May have to try one of them out later. Cool. There's 3 of them on the ground there. 4. But I bet the possum came from over here somewhere. Looks like they got a bird feeder. Yeah, maybe we'll put a trail cam up here. This is the bird sanctuary. There's some more squirrels playing. Yeah, all kinds of squirrels. Seen one down there. Maybe we can set up a trail camera in here, because maybe they're crossing through. Maybe right through there. And then they were coming. That one was just on the other side of that picnic table right there, or picnic table. And the other one, it sounded like he walked right past the front door. So, and maybe we'll put one down in there, because I think maybe I don't know if they cross, they might have went that way. Because like I said, over there's the bathroom on the other side of that big camper there. And then I heard something down in there, so maybe we'll put one down in there. But it sounded like that one crossed right through here. It sounded like he was going over in this direction, but I don't know. Okay, guys. A big camper there pulling in. Ooh, tri-axle. Triple axle trailer. Big old 5th wheel. Well, maybe a gooseneck, but huh. Alright guys, I'll be back with you. Yep, there's Monkey and Mom. Alright, we're going to have our lunch. Okay guys, Monkey brought my tomatoes out, but she she forgot the cherry tomatoes. But we're just going to cut these up, and we're going to put them in this container right here, and we'll soak them in vinegar until later tonight. This will be snack time. So, yeah, no biggie. So I've been teasing her about that. They just left a few minutes ago. Well, probably about, I don't know, they're probably almost home now. I had to take the sink drain apart because she washed the dishes for me, but didn't use the dish strainer, so and those they're little, those drains in these things are, you know, they're tiny. It's just a camper. So I took the drain apart and unclogged it. But yeah, so as soon as we get this done, we'll go ahead. Maybe we'll set up some trail cameras. Well, I only brought 2. Well, that's all I got, but I did bring 2. I just got one off of a friend of mine. I got it in a bunch of other stuff. Monkey wanted this little wheelbarrow he had down at the sale. I went down to see him on a Friday, and then I set up that Saturday. But she wanted that, and I was looking at that camera. It's an older one, but I mean, it'll, you know, it doesn't have a screen like ours does where you can play it back right then and there. But I got that. I got some, I don't know if it's bamboo, but it's like reeds to go around. It's actually for a fence, 6 feet by 15 feet. I got 2 rolls of that. So I got all 3 of them items, well, 4 if you count the 2 rolls, for $50. So that's going to be for our hut out back that I never did get to finish because I was waiting on stuff to. Monkey wanted me to get some of that like purple insulation stuff, that foam. It's like an insulation board. She wanted to see how long it lasts. It's kind of expensive just to do that. But so we'll use that for the, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the roof yet. Still like to do palm fronds on the roof. Good. Alright. Now, I'll go and rinse that off. Apple cider vinegar. That's the brand. What is it? Old Style? I thought it said Old Spice. I was like, no. She asked me if I wanted onions. I said no. I probably should have said yeah, but I didn't know she was going to forget the cherry tomatoes. Alright, so I'll see if I can make room for this in the refrigerator. The little refrigerator over there. I had her bring some bacon and eggs, so I'm going to cook breakfast for her in the morning. When she tells me she's on her way, then I'll screen's ready to fall off of there. When she tells me she's on her way, I'll start breakfast. That way we can have breakfast when she comes, when she gets here. And then we can tear down. We got until 1 o'clock. It's usually 12. I asked for a late checkout, and she said, well, how late? And I said, 1. She goes, well, checkout's at 12. I said, yeah, but that hour makes a difference. She said, sure. I said, well, we'll pay you for it. And she was like, no, don't worry about it. It's only an hour. But most places, check-in is after 3 and checkout's at 11. Now I've noticed on more and more Airbnbs and hotels and stuff like that, resorts, check-in's not till after 4 and checkout is by 10. You have to be out by 10. But here, the original time is you can check in at any time after 2 and checkout's not till noon. So that is awesome. That's the way they all should be. I mean, you know, you got to check out at 10, let's say, and you want to do breakfast or you want to make breakfast. I mean, you got to get up so damn early. Some people are like that. They get up, you know, 6 o'clock every morning anyway, but some people don't get up until 7 or 8, and then, you know, they're pushing it, and then it's like, well, we just don't have time to make breakfast, do dishes, and pack up and be out by 10. So it's good that you got until 12. So I thought, well, shoot, you know, come out a little early, you know, and I'll make you breakfast. Well, first she said no. She just straight up just said no, and I said okay. I was messaging her. That's before her and her mom got here. I was like, oh, okay. And but when she got here, she was getting the sandwiches and stuff out, and so we could do our luncheon, as she calls it. She opened up that cooler, and I was like, what the hell, there's eggs and bacon here. Well, she said, you said you wanted to make breakfast. I said, you said no. There was no explanation. It was just no. She's like, well, you know, I thought maybe. She changed her mind. She's like, wait a minute, all I got to do is go and eat? Yeah, that's it. So, alright guys, still trying to think of where I want to put a trail cam. A little sparrow about 5 feet from me. Cute, just a tiny thing. Let me go wash this up, throw this stuff away, and then these tomatoes, or these little scraps here, I may put out by the trail camera. I did see a couple cats over there earlier, so those must be for feeding cats. But you know, the other animals, coons and possums, and you know, they'll get in. You know, they're going to eat it too. So, remember those food dishes I showed you up there in that water dish? But let me clean this up, and let's go to. There goes that sparrow. Let's go set up a trail cam. I'll put you on my chest with the action camera, and then we'll set up the trail cams, and hopefully I don't forget them. Okay guys, so I think what I want to do is, that's an awful big tree there. Let's see. Let's just go, and I forgot those tomato things. Shoot. Let's put one over here. I'll just bring those tomato hunks over here in a little bit. Surely they come around this tree, right? They'll come and hang out around here. I hate these. And of course I got it on backwards. Damn. Alright. Learn how to use the strap, people. And it's still backwards. What the hell? I just put it on the same way I just took it off. Jesus. So, I figured they might come. This is that orange tree. I see some. Well, there's still one down here. A couple missing. Maybe the squirrels took them. Alright, now. Alright. Yeah, I hate these straps. That's why I just use bungee cords, man, because, you know, so much easier. I don't want it over there. I got it kind of low, you know, because I think it's possums. Alright, now get this turned on here. Let's see. Alright, got it on video. Now, I should pick up something. Now, like I said, when I come back, I will, or when I get back to the camper, I'll go get those tomatoes pieces and I'll put them around here, but I'll do that a little bit later. Now, let's go over here. Maybe we'll get some bigger game. I know there's a lot of deer out here. Maybe we'll get some bigger game on camera over here. Because, you know, they might walk down in here to get a drink or something. Looks like something's been stepping over here, so I'd like to point it that way, but it'll just be picking up a bunch of cars. So, let me see. Okay, let's, looks like a game trail kind of right here. I want to kind of point it that way. Kind of overkill on this bungee cord. Can I get one more out of it? Yes. Okay. Close it up here. Check. Sorry. My mic fell off my cap here. Alright. Now, we'll turn this on. Yeah, I got a card in there. Alright, it's counting down. And it's recording me. Okay. That's probably, here's where I'll probably put which I'm going to go get him right now. But I won't bore you with that, so I'm going to head back to the camper. Armadillos and possums rooting around there. So I don't know if that camera there will pick them up because it's high up, but we'll see. Alright. I gotta remember there's one over there. One over got monkey and orange. She took it with her. Hell, they're rooting around in here. I should have put one here. Shoot. Yeah, I should have just stuck it on a tripod right here. Okay. Alright guys, I'll be back with you. Okay guys, put some of this in here. Won't take too much. If I remember right, I had a hard time getting this match light lit last time I used it. Talked to Monkey on the phone for a few minutes because I forgot my tongs to turn my steak, so I was getting ready to walk back up the camper and I kept hearing somebody, hello, hello. I'm looking around going, hello. And here was my phone in my pocket. I must have called her by accident. So, all right. So let's get this up in here. They won't take a lot of it, but yeah, if I'm remembering right, I had a hard time getting this started last time. It might start. Yeah, we got her. Cool. That'll work. Okay guys, so I'll kick you back on when it's time to put the steak on there. Just gonna let it burn down to ash. Then I'll flip this. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do this thing. That way it'll, you know, sterilize that for me. And I was gonna bring some foil and I forgot it. I don't mind cooking directly on the grate. I just didn't want it falling through. I think it'll be fine. So I'll kick you back on here in just a minute. Okay guys, we're going to get our steak on here. I forgot to bring a plate, so I'm just going to have to put this back in the baggie until we can get it back home. I'll put it in the cooler. Just about a 1 minute walk. Alright, now I'm going to give that, I don't know, 3 to 4 minutes per side. Probably more like 3. I'll have to check it and we'll see. But it's a thin steak, so I'll probably go 2 minutes per side. And then we'll flip it. And, you know, let it go 2 more minutes and then we'll take it off. Okay guys, that's been about 2 minutes. Very nice. I'm only going to give this about a minute on this side. And then I'll take it off. I'm going to put it back in the bag. And then going to head up and we'll finish making the potatoes, the gravy, and the stuffing. Okay guys, there we go. So let's go ahead and take this off. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. Well, you know what? I'll give it about another. That's more like a rare. I want to go a little bit more than that. Yeah, I'm going to go just a little bit more, maybe another minute per side. Okay guys, I went another minute per side and I think that's about where I want it to be. Put it in this bag. I'm going to seal it up. I'm going to grab our things and we're going to head, whoops, back up to the camper. Okay guys, got our pots here ready to go. Need to pick up a whisk. Have one at the house, but need to get one to keep in the camper. I'll have to have Monkey pick me up one when she's out sometime. Alright, let's go ahead and let's do the stuffing. Alright, so we're gonna need 1.5 cups of water, and 1/4 cup of margarine or butter, which is 4 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Go ahead and grab a knife here. Okay. Alright. Come on. Hey. Kept grabbing the wrong knife. Okay, so we're going to I may need to get another pot out, but and that's 3/4 a cup. I thought it was 1 cup. That's all right. 3/4 and 3/4 is 1.5, right? So let's see. Yeah, 1.5 cups of water. So we'll put 2 of these in. Alright. And the potatoes are pretty easy too. I don't know where to put my lid for that. And my lighter was up here. Stuck in my pocket for some reason. Alright. Now we're going to put our butter in. Now the gravy, like I said, I don't have a whisk. It's just put a packet of this gravy in 1 cup of cold water. Turn stove on medium high. Bring to boil while whisking. Once boiling, reduce the heat. Simmer for 1 minute. Excuse me, stirring often. Transfer to serving bowl. Okay, well, so this is going to take 5 minutes. So, let's see. Need 1 cup of water. Excuse me, guys. This is cold water. So this is, there's 3/4 a cup. Give it about that much. That should be about right. If not, I can always add more. I found the cap from my other bottle. Here it is. Alright. I'll turn this on in a minute once this starts boiling. The potatoes. All this is just you add 2 cups of boiling water to a heat resistant bowl. And then you add the entire pouch of potatoes. Excuse me. Mix thoroughly using a fork to moisten all potatoes. Let stand 1 minute and enjoy. So, shoot. Let me see if I can find another pot. Alright guys, I just did a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know what you seen, but we made the stuffing. All I did was bring it to a boil, poured the stuffing in, made sure it got moist, put a lid on it, and you let it set for 5 minutes. And we're getting ready to bring our gravy to a boil. Once it boils, we're going to turn it down and let it simmer for 1 minute. And then once that water comes to a boil, oh darn it, we're just going to add it to our potatoes, which are going to go in this bowl. And then I'll be back with you when it's done. Okay guys, it looks like our water is boiling. We're going to take it off. We're going to dump it into this bowl. And I hope that bowl's big enough. Then it says to immediately stir in the potatoes with a fork. Then we're going to let these set 1 minute. Then I'll get everything plated up. I'll tell you what else I'm going to do. I'm going to add some butter in there, because I like a lot of butter, and salt and pepper. Then we'll stir it up again before we put it on the plate. We'll add our salt and pepper here. Trust me guys, it's not coming out a whole bunch. Okay. So, put some pepper on here. Okay. I'm just going to use that knife for my steak, because that steak is tender. I don't know why I put that in there. Alright. Put this in the trash bag. There's our gravy. Seen a guy using this stuff because I love their the Kinder seasoning. Seen a guy had a little pint thing of gravy. We couldn't find that, but Monkey found it in the package, so I said, yeah, I'll try that. So whoa. I'm going to put some more butter on this. Let's go get some more butter. Damn, making a mess. Alright, let me get some more butter and I'll be back with you guys. Okay guys, let's go ahead and plate this up here. Get some of these potatoes here. And I spilled some more. Great. Great. Okay. Now, I'm going to take this gravy. It tastes okay, but we're going to pour the gravy over top of our steak and our potatoes. Probably should have made 2 packs of that gravy. Well, it's okay. Now we're going to get our stuffing. I want the gravy to stay on the potatoes because the potatoes seemed a little dry. I don't know if I boiled them too much or what, but this will help. Now we're going to get some stuffing. Damn. Alright, I'll clean that stuff up here in a minute. I'm going to get set down. We'll give it a shot. A little extra salt and pepper, some pepper, and a little bit of extra salt. Alright, we'll go get sat down and we'll give it a shot. Okay, we're having kind of a festive meal. It is for me, because this is my Christmas solo. Sorry I didn't do the point of view. I will do that though. Last night I wasn't feeling real well. Well, like I said, I FaceTime Monkey for a little bit, but we are going to decorate the Christmas tree tonight. But let's give this a shot. Let's try the potatoes and gravy. Not bad. Yeah, the gravy's really good. Potatoes are okay. Now let's try a piece of the steak with some gravy on it. That steak's still warm. Oh yeah, very good. And of course the stovetop stuffing. Try a little bit of the stuffing, potatoes and gravy. Oh yeah. Alright guys, I'm going to eat my supper. Then we'll decorate our Christmas tree. Monkey always thinks it's funny when I say we're going to do this, we're going to do that, no matter by myself. But I'll tell you, someone else she noticed that does that too. Post 10, he'll do it. Go back to our campsite, he'll be all by himself, solo camping. And he'll be like, so over there is where we just were. And it'll be by, sometimes, you know, he's got his girlfriend with him, but a lot of times when he's solo camping, he'll still say that. And that's just a habit I've had since we started, since we started YouTube. Since I started YouTube, because I always feel like when I'm talking to this camera, I feel like I'm talking to you guys, and I feel like you're kind of here with me, you know. I know it sounds strange, but that's why I say that. So we'll decorate our Christmas tree. And then I'll take a picture of it when it's done and show it to Monkey. I'm calling it a Charlie Brown tree. She says, what? It's cute. And I said, that's why it's a Charlie Brown. You'll get the joke here in just a minute. Hang tight, guys. Let me finish my supper. Okay, guys. There's our Christmas tree. I'm going to speed you up. I'm going to play you some music. We'll get these lights here. They are battery operated. I just so, oops, sorry. Just so happen to have dish towels in the way. Some batteries here, but we'll play some music here in just a second. I don't know where she, I can't remember where she got them, but they were $7. And these things are pretty heavy. I don't know if that tree is going to hold it or not. A little Charlie Brown tree here. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, guys. These are heavy. Wow. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna. Let's put a couple batteries in here. Takes what, 2 AA's, which we have right here. Why? Why do they gotta put a goddamn screw? Tiny screw. And I'm not gonna have a screwdriver in here to fit that. Why? God, you can't make something that'll clip? I mean, this is ridiculous, man. They can't make a good old-fashioned lid that'll clip without breaking, so they got to put a screw in it. Okay, they're on. And I think that's all they do. Yep, I don't blinker. Man, that switch is not very good. Well, let's see what we can do. I think you got these for us, so let's try them. Still haven't cleared my dishes out yet. I don't know if that's glass or acrylic, but man, these things are heavy. Come on, little tree. You can do it, buddy. What the heck's that? Noisy, aren't they? Well, I was going to speed you up, but I think this might be a little more entertaining. Just wrap them around here. What the hell just happened? Alright, well, alright, we've got him decorated, guys. Whoa. Okay, now, we've got one more thing to do, though. Let's turn this light off. There we go. Now, we have to put the topper on. Okay, let's see how well this turns out. And you just unplug this thing. Jeez. So you're just supposed to unplug the switch. There we go. I'll pull the little tab out. Turn him on. Oh boy. Okay, I may have to trim this off here somehow. There we go. Come on. There. There's our, and of course the tree limb blocking. Oh, now that thing's blinking. There we go. There's our little Christmas tree. Like that. Let me see. What can we? That's blocking the light. Okay, let me see here. I don't know what we got to use as a tree skirt. Oh, I was going to use. That's all right. That's fine because it's decorated. That's okay. Yeah. Let's set it from the window here. Then we'll turn out the lights and we'll go outside. I'll set him up on a box or something. We'll go outside and see what he looks like. Hi guys, there we go. Not quite in the center, but that's all right. There he is. Okay, all right, our Christmas time camp out. Okay guys, so yeah, got our little Christmas tree decorated. All right, I'll be back with you guys in, I don't know what the temperature is. Feels a little chilly out here. Looks like get a light on in here. About 52 degrees-ish. Okay, guys. There he is. Thanks, Monk. I'll be back with you guys. Okay, guys. Time to eat my tomatoes. Good morning, everyone. It's about 9:24 in the morning. I've been up about 45 minutes. Maybe an hour. It was about 8:30, I think, 8:45 when I got up. So, I don't think I told you guys good night last night. I don't remember. But, so, I just started watching TV and I couldn't remember if I did or not this morning when I got up. So, anyway, good morning. Yeah, so I got to get ready to make some breakfast here shortly for Monkey when she says she's on her way out. Make some bacon and eggs and then let's start tearing down. Alright guys, well, I want to hang out for a few more minutes and then see what's going on after that. So stick around. Okay guys, we're going to go get our trail cameras. Hopefully we'll have something on them. I see a scrap of tomato there on the ground. Go ahead and shut this off. Monkey's on her way out here in a few minutes, so got anything yet. We'll see. Get back to the camper, I'll check it. Alright, there's one. Now let's go get the other one over there on the orange tree. I wonder if Monkey ate her orange last night. She didn't say. Nice little orange tree. There's one right beside it, a baby orange tree there. Alright, let's go ahead and shut this off. Alright, now alright, I'll take these back to the camper. I'll check this one, see if there's anything on it. The other one, you actually have to take the card out and put it into your computer or laptop or whatever. So, alright guys, I'll see if I caught anything. I got the air on, pretty hot this morning. I forgot to be recording this, guys. Shouldn't have put butter in there yet, but I did. Sorry I got the air on. It's pretty hot this morning. Yesterday it was a nice brisk morning, and like I said, it was nice, but today pretty hot. So yeah, Monkey's on her way, so I don't know how I'm gonna flip them. I mean, I got a little spatula in here. Well, that's not what I'm looking for. This. Now she likes pepper on her eggs. Go. And she likes this stuff. Now I got to get a plate out for her. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got one here. Alright. Got us a plate. So I got her a plate. Well, I don't like this thing at all. Wanting to flip over on me there. Alright guys, bring you back in a minute. Okay, so these turned out, or they turned real good. I didn't break them, and they didn't stick, but I think I overcooked them a little bit. So that's cool. So let's get this bacon off here. I'm going to give her a couple more pieces of bacon here. Alright. And there's her bacon and eggs. I'm going to take this outside and set it down for her. She should be here in a few minutes. Hopefully this don't get cold. And I'll be back with you. Okay guys, I think that's going to do it for this video. My Christmas special. I will get on to the point of view video. And sorry I couldn't do it this weekend. Friday night was when I was going to do it. And it just, I just was, I was so sick. And then that kind of puts a damper on everything else. And that video was that day was kind of short. So I figured I'd just roll these two up and make a Christmas special. Monkey's coming in right now. I got her food ready for her. And while she's doing that, I'm going to do a couple things around here and get ready to tear this down. If we caught anything on the trail camera, it'll be at the end of this video, or cameras. Had two of them out. So, alright guys, Monkey's here now. Bruno's here. Alright guys, so I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Merry Christmas everyone, and have a happy, safe and happy holiday. Happy New Year, that's coming up. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye everyone. Take care.